If you've ever wondered what makes luxury watches so complex and sought after, you're in the right place. In the world of horology, complications are the added features that make a watch more than just a time-telling device. But what exactly are these complications, and why do they matter? Stick around as we break down the world of watch complications in simple terms. Whether you're new to collecting or just curious about what makes these timepieces tick, this beginner's guide will help you understand some of the most popular watch features. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Welcome to the Billionaire Luxe Room. Let's start with the basics. In watchmaking, a complication refers to any function on a watch that goes beyond simply displaying the hours and minutes. While some watches only tell time, others include additional features like tracking the date, measuring elapsed time, or even displaying lunar phases. Complications are a big part of what makes luxury watches so fascinating. They showcase the watchmaker's craftsmanship and turn a basic watch into a miniature marvel of engineering. Today, we're breaking down some of the most common and intriguing watch complications in a way that's easy to understand, even if you're new to the world of watches. So, what exactly do we mean by complications? Think of complications as the extras that make a watch more functional. The more complicated a watch is, the more features it has packed into its tiny case. There are simple complications, like a date display that shows the day of the month, and more complex ones, like a perpetual calendar that automatically adjusts for different month lengths and leap years. The intricacy and skill required to create these features are what makes certain watches highly sought after by enthusiasts and collectors. Now, let's dive into some of the most common watch complications you'll come across. One of the most popular complications is the chronograph. Think of it as a stopwatch built into your watch. Most chronographs have additional subdials on the face, allowing you to measure seconds, minutes, and even hours. To operate a chronograph, you typically use the pushers on the side of the case to start, stop, and reset the timer. Chronographs are loved for their sporty look and functional appeal. Whether you're timing a lap around the track or just using it to keep track of cooking time, it's a feature that adds both practicality and style to a watch. Iconic models like the Rolex Daytona and Omega Speedmaster have popularized the chronograph as a must-have feature for watch enthusiasts. A simple, yet useful complication is the date display. This feature shows the day of the month, usually in a small window on the watch face. Some watches take this a step further with day-date displays, showing both the day of the week and the date. The perpetual calendar is a more advanced version of the date complication. It automatically adjusts for months, with different lengths and even accounts for leap years. If you own a perpetual calendar, you won't need to adjust the date until the year 2100. Brands like Patek Philippe and Audemars Piguet are famous for their perpetual calendars, which are mechanical masterpieces in themselves. One of the most charming complications is the moon phase. This feature displays the current phase of the moon, showing its cycle from new moon to full moon. The moon phase is often depicted in a small subdial, with a rotating disc that mimics the actual lunar cycle. Moon phases are admired for their beauty and connection to traditional timekeeping. They harken back to a time when the phases of the moon were used to mark the passage of time. While not as essential today, moon phases add an artistic element to a watch, turning it into a conversation piece that showcases both elegance and the wearer's appreciation for classic horology. If you're a frequent traveler or need to keep track of time in different parts of the world, the GMT, Greenwich Mean Time Complication, is a fantastic feature. A GMT watch typically has an additional hand that circles the dial every 24 hours, indicating a second time zone. Some models include a rotating bezel to make adjusting the second time zone even easier. GMT watches are a favorite among globetrotters, pilots, and business professionals. The Rolex GMT Master II is one of the most iconic examples, known for its bold bezel and dual-time capabilities. The GMT Complication is not just functional, it's a stylish way to keep the world at your fingertips. Complications aren't just about adding extra features, they're about showcasing the watchmaker's craftsmanship and creativity. Each complication, especially the more intricate ones, like perpetual calendars and moon phases, requires precision engineering and an understanding of how to balance form and function within a tiny case. The more complications a watch has, the more complex its movement. This complexity is what makes certain watches highly valuable. A watch with multiple complications is often seen as a symbol of the brand's expertise and dedication to the art of watchmaking. For collectors, owning a watch with a well-crafted complication is like owning a piece of horological history. If you're new to the world of luxury watches, choosing the right complication can be an exciting journey. Start by considering what features align with your lifestyle. Are you looking for a functional chronograph to time activities, a GMT watch for travel, or perhaps a moon phase for its classic beauty? Understanding these features can enhance your appreciation of the watch and its design. As you become more familiar with complications, you'll begin to see how they turn an ordinary watch into an extraordinary timepiece, something that reflects your personality, interests, and admiration for fine craftsmanship. Complications are more than just added features. They represent the incredible craftsmanship, creativity, and history behind luxury watches. From the practicality of chronographs to the elegance of moon phases, each complication adds a layer of intrigue to a timepiece, transforming it into a wearable work of art. So, the next time you look at a luxury watch, take a moment to appreciate its complications and the artistry involved in bringing them to life. It's this dedication to pushing the limits of what's possible in a small mechanical device that makes watchmaking such a timeless craft. Which complication fascinates you the most? Is it the functionality of the chronograph, the classic moon phase, or perhaps the traveler-friendly GMT? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this beginner's guide to watch features, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe to the Billionaire Lux Room for more insights into luxury watches, cars, and lifestyle. And don't forget to check out our other videos to dive deeper into the world of luxury timepieces. Click on the links to continue your journey into the finer things in life.